For many gamers who played the N64 during the late 90s, Star Wars games got a lot of love and respect on the system. First, you had Shadows of the Empire, which was a fun third-person action title for the most part. You also had Star Wars Episode 1 Racer in 1999, which was a decent and okay racer. But most notably, you had Star Wars Rogue Squadron, a well-designed arcade-style action game featuring the exploits of Rogue Squadron, Luke Skywalker's special flight unit, fighting off the dastardly Empire across the galaxy. This title would certainly propel Factor 5, the developers of the game, to the forefront of the video game industry, and Rogue Squadron for the N64 would also end up selling over 1 million copies. Interestingly enough, the game was also developed at the same time for the PC, and it even got a snazzier new title too. It was called Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3D. Whoa. So was there anything special, unique, or groundbreaking about the PC entry in comparison to the N64 version? Well, beyond the graphics and improved sound, not much else actually. Not much else. In Factor 5's defense, the game certainly was developed with the N64 capabilities in mind, and was meant to truly showcase the N64 platform and deliver an arcade-style shooter using the Star Wars license. No one really knew at the time how well this game was going to be received. Even LucasArts had their doubts about what Factor 5 was going to do. Now, the PC version did improve the look of the game by allowing players to choose higher resolutions, and it did improve the sound somewhat in comparison to the N64 version. But in terms of the actual gameplay, it still retained the same frantic pace, interesting missions, and offered its unique perspective with an engaging storyline in the Star Wars universe. Sure, this game may not be seen as highly by some people who like the X-Wing or TIE Fighter series, but Rogue Squadron 3D is still a great game to play. Whether you enjoy it on the N64 or PC, the choice is ultimately yours. Now, on the positive side, the game offers several different control schemes. You can play the game with your keyboard, with your mouse, a joystick, and heck, I even got the game to work with a 360 controller, and it actually plays the game surprisingly well. This is a great game to enjoy as a quick time waster. Its simplicity in allowing you to jump straight into the action makes it a fun experience for all. As you proceed through each mission in the game, you also have the opportunity to pilot several different kinds of ships, from the X-Wing, to the slow as molasses Y-Wing, the A-Wing, the highly sophisticated V-Wing, and even a snowspeeder on occasion. There are also a few unlockable ships, like the Millennium Falcon, a TIE Interceptor, and even a tie into the movie of Star Wars Episode 1 with the Naboo Starfighter. Hurrah! Not really. Now, while the game has a very loose storyline, each mission itself has their own unique objectives to accomplish. Sometimes you'll be destroying an Empire production facility, or maybe rescuing prisoners from a planet. You may even be escorting a convoy through enemy territory, or helping to evacuate citizens when the Empire attacks their city. It's a nice varied selection, and it adds to the overall experience. Thankfully as well, your wingmates are very competent on their own, and you don't have to worry about rescuing them or anything. At the end of each mission, you are also given a score, and you can even earn medals, to unlock new missions and other bonuses. So the game encourages repeat playthroughs, all to rack up a better score and rank, and of course to get gold medals and whatnot. Or you could just unlock all these secrets using codes. Good old unlockable codes. I sure miss ya. Sound and music for the most part is quite good. It's definitely not the best it could have been on the PC side, but it does sound slightly better than the N64 version at least. The medley of selections for the most part fits each mission. Voice work is also decent, and Bob Burgeon, who plays Luke Skywalker, does an alright job. As for the other characters, they sound okay, although nothing really special. Now, while I initially stated that the game looks better comparison-wise to the N64 version, there are times when you can really see the shortcuts the developers did, in terms of blocky areas, characters, ship design, and other aspects. It's not a deal breaker, mind you, but you're going to certainly notice it if you play the game on the PC side. As for running this game on a modern PC, well, that's going to be an interesting challenge. It can work on a Windows 7, so I've read, but that does involve getting another exe from a mod site. You'll have to search Google for that one. I was able to run it on my Windows XP system, although it did still have its fair share of technical issues, like the odd crash here and there, unable to increase my resolution from 640 by 480, and the game freezing on occasion. But for the most part, it ran somewhat passable, so there's that. So with that in mind, unless you really want to play this game on your PC, go for it anyways. You may have to search around for it, but it's still kind of easy to find this game, and there are workable solutions to get it running on a modern system. It may just be easier to grab a copy of the N64 version since it's much more prevalent on the market, and you won't have to worry about the technical issues on that platform. But the choice is ultimately yours. Do check out Rogue Squadron 3D and experience the exploits of Luke Skywalker and Rogue Squadron in their battle against the Galactic Empire in a galaxy far, far away.